G'day, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Isaac Butterfield, and here's everything wrong with America.
Black and indigenous people of color.
It's beautiful.
Black and indigenous
How good.
people of color. Lesbian, gay, bi, transgender, and queer. Lesbian, gay, bi,
I love America.
transgender, and queer.
But this
Asian American,
This is the problem.
Pacific Islander. Asian American, Pacific Islanders.
Why is Pacific Islanders in there?
Latino, Hispanic, Romani, and Creole. Latino, Hispanic, Romani, and Creole. We all have a place in this world.
Nothing you just said needs to be said. Everyone you just mentioned knows they're very welcome. You fucking goose. How ridiculous is it to have to chant a song like that? That is so demeaning to all of those people. That some white birds just going, if you're black and indigenous and you're Samoan and you're Tongan and you got a fucking foot off and you're in a wheelchair, you're all welcome. All of those people look at her and go, hey, you sing about me? Fuck off.
Baking my feminine fluids into cookies.
Feminine
Here's all the
fluids into
ingredients, including
cookies.
my squirt, which is a very little amount because I'm on antidepressants.
Your squirt is only a little bit of squirt because you're on antidepressants.
Butter, of course. Egg.
Who are you giving this to?
Vanilla extract.
You got to have the vanilla extract.
Of
That
course,
makes
the
complete
magical
sense.
ingredient.
Your piss. Oh yeah, have a bite. That's normal. It's always white chicks that are doing this, by the way. Who are you giving these to? Oh, you're just going to eat them.
Do you think the people I'm feeding these to will notice?
I think you look like a school shooter. That's what I think. Oh, beautiful. What is this? Okay, let's have a look at her. I'm Sarah, and I love to burp. Does she have an OnlyFans? Surely she's got an OnlyFans. Where the fuck is the OnlyFans? There's no link. You have to have an OnlyFans, all right? You can't just be doing this for views. Okay. Good on you, Sarah. Sarah's so gassy. If you're into that shit, get the fuck off my channel.
My dad is white, and I can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do.
Sorry, I'm going to fucking cry because
I can't do anything about that.
I hate that you had to go through that.
Surely they're taking the piss here.
As somebody of white experience,
Thank you.
I know how bad it can be.
Thank you. But my mom is
That's
full
good.
on Asian.
It's good to be full on
Like full.
Asian. If you're going to be Asian, you want to be full on
When
Asian.
my dad died, I cheered because I said that's one less white man.
Wow.
That's how
Hang on, they're
progressive I
definitely
am.
taking
Oh
the
my
piss.
God.
Yeah.
Like, this was posted by libs of TikTok, and they said leftism is evil, racist, and a death cult. And then it must say in the video that their dads have died. They're white people, but they have to be taking the piss.
Yeah, my white dad is died too.
Yeah.
So
How did that feel for you?
I'm cis.
Okay, so they must be fucking around. I don't know how much truth is in that. Like, are they? I don't know. There could possibly be a little segment of truth to everything they just said, or they could just be bullshitting. Who knows?
All right, if you are a COVID conscious queer,
COVID conscious queer.
I should say a COVID conscious person, like someone who wears a mask, don't scroll because this
Okay.
is like literally life-saving advice. Because if you've just been
This was
like
posted in October 2024.
popping it on, squeezing it on your nose and going, incorrect. It doesn't actually create a proper seal because
Why are you
this
wearing
is
a mask
V-shape,
now?
which is like not the shape of your nose. What you actually want to do, kind of switch this V shape into a U shape. So how to do that is flatten it
Ladies
so
and
it's like flat like
gentlemen
this,
and
then
queer
use your
people
finger
everywhere,
and-
there is no need to have that on. Zero need. Why are you doing this? Why can't you accept that what you are doing is completely unnecessary? It was unnecessary a few years ago, and it's certainly unnecessary now. I will add a caveat to that, a cravat to that. If you have gastro, if you got the spews and the shits, if you have the flu, then maybe wear a mask to stop other people getting it. I don't think that's a bad idea. I know when everyone has those masks debates, I think sometimes with some illnesses, you should probably throw a mask on to stop everyone else getting sick. But for the particular reason you're doing it, it's a fucking, I can't even say this shit on YouTube. I'll say it on Rumble, okay? Go to my Rumble.
Pop that on and squeeze it just as you would. And you'll notice you get a way better seal. This is huge for me. Like, I didn't know I'd been wearing them wrong. This is also supposed to be really helpful for fogging your glasses. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. And since I have you, let me show you my COVID conscious queer badge.
Oh my God. COVID conscious queer badge. Fuck off, mate. Fuck off. Who is living their lives still COVID conscious? I think that's the biggest takeaway from that video. Like, surely there's no one else.
Hey, I'm Amanda, and come with me as 80 of my COVID cautious friends go bowling in Portland, Oregon.
Who the fuck has 80 friends? And who the fuck has 80 COVID conscious friends?
We were super thrilled to have
some of these
Kingpins
people.
open before hours for us and agree to mask. We had about 80 people, including...
It's 2025. Why are you masked? Why?
Check out those Aranet numbers. That's because we had purifiers up the ass. We also had this adult-only section that was really great.
So you could fuck each other in the mask. How good.
Here are a bunch of adults who are in a separate area away from the kids.
Why? Can they not be trusted? Why are you in a separate area?
Yeah, and more bowling. Sometimes people were better than others.
That happens, but everybody gets the trophy. Like, I'm glad you had a nice time, but why? Why are you still involved in this? Surely there becomes a point in your life where you look back and go, what the fuck? What am I doing? As you can see, there's a lot of things going on in America at the moment when it comes to just differing opinions, different people, strange human beings. And you probably wonder yourself, where does everyone get their news from? Because where you get your news from really does define who you are and your opinions. It defines a lot about you. And that's why I think it's really important to understand the difference of opinion. And it is an opinion when someone writes something in a newspaper. The difference of opinion based on whether or not that article, it comes from an organization that leans right, left, or hangs out in the middle. An example of this is RFK's involvement in the American government. Most people see that as a positive. He wants to get rid of certain chemicals in food. He wants to cure childhood obesity. How can you be against that? But there is a lot of people who are against that. And unfortunately, you can see when you take a look that most of them lean left. Have a look here on Ground News. Pro-RFK letter to the Senate. Everyone talking about how it'd be great to have him there. They don't talk about why it was great to have him there or would be great to have him there. They just say, oh, it includes some names of doctors whose licenses were revoked or suspended. Okay, but why were they revoked or suspended? Maybe because they disagreed with a certain illness or the way that that illness was treated. Let's just think about that for a second. I wonder if that's got something to do with it. The great thing about Ground News is it actually shows you all the different headlines and they tell you whether it leans left, and it's got this great bias distribution here. 50% of the sources lean left and only was reported 11% by right leaning organizations, which I think is very interesting. But it shows you the difference of opinion often, particularly in headlines, that happens when you're talking about people from the left or from the right. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this. Ground News is a platform that makes it easy to compare news sources, read between the lines of media bias, and break free from the algorithms. And if you subscribe right now to Ground News, we'll get 40% off their Vantage plan. So head to ground.news/Butterfield or just scan this beautiful little QR code. Now, back to the video.
Hi, I'm Professor Will. We can have they, them pronouns. I'm the owner and head coach here at Misfit Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in Northfield, Minnesota.
Okay.
I struggle with several chronic health issues, including, but not limited to, chronic pain, chronic fatigue, hypermobile joints, anxiety, and depression. I'm also queer, trans, and neurodivergent. Okay. I absolutely love teaching Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
That's great.
I truly think that's why I'm here on this earth. And I consider it just the highest honor to be able to teach other people who struggle with some of the same things that I do.
Hey, you're pushing a great message. I don't know why are you in a bathrobe? That's not a gi. That's a fucking... I think that the Gracie brothers may have a little bit of the shits seeing that. But hey, I guess you're not doing anything. It's actually quite good that you're getting people into the sport that probably would not feel welcome. But it does possibly look like there's going to be some STD spread throughout that classroom. I'm just going to say that out loud. There's going to be some... If everyone there this is what I'm saying. If everyone there is gay, If everyone there's gay, and there's plenty of gay dudes do jiu-jitsu, but if everyone's gay, you might have to, Kimura a few cocks every now and then. You might have to get a couple of arm bars on some knobs. You might have to, you might have to Americana some big old balls. You might have to dash choke someone's scrotum. But yeah, good on you for doing all that. But I just think, why does it matter that you're trans, neurodivergent, and queer? Why can't you just go to a jiu-jitsu class? Why? This story is hilarious. San Francisco Health Department hires a fat positivity expert to consult on weight stigma and neutrality. Fuck off, San Francisco. How about you clean up the shit off your streets? I had been to San Fran, and it is an interesting place. We wandered around. We saw where Mrs. Doubtfire was filmed. We went to the bridge where everyone jumps off. It's very exciting and fun. But then you have to dodge 1,000 shits. And then you have to dodge all these fucking crackheads trying to attack you on the street. Everyone's fentanyled up to their fucking eyeballs, and you're here hiring a fucking body positivity and weight stigma neutrality officer. Fuck off, San Fran. Sort out your fucking... Get your priorities straight, you dumb. Virgie Trovar, the author of You Have the Right to Remain Fat. Of course you have the right to remain fat, Trovy or Virgie or whatever your name is, but no one has to respect it, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm not showing you any respect. Respect is earned, and blowing out to the size of a bus is not earning any respect from anyone. Get this will fucking blow your mind. The San Francisco Department of Public Health has hired a self-described anti-weight-based discrimination expert to consult on weight stigma and weight neutrality. God, Virgie, you look good, babe. Holy shit. I hope Virgie starts an OnlyFans. I'll spend my entire... There'll be no more videos. I'll spend my entire life hanging out there for every post. I can't wait to see it because I don't discriminate. I love all women, great and small. This consultancy is an absolute dream come true. It's my biggest hope and belief that weight neutrality will be the future of public health. So weight doesn't matter? The size of someone doesn't matter? I'm not 100% across the exact definition of what weight neutrality is, but let's have a look. Weight neutrality is a health promoting approach that focuses on health and well-being instead of weight. Okay, like say for me, for example, I'm very heavy. I'm about 110 kilos. I'm probably got a higher body fat than I should have, but it would be unlikely the issues that I have in my life, my health, has anything to do with my weight because I'm not overly humongously fat. But if you are a giant fat fuck, then maybe a doctor could just look at you and say, hey dude, maybe if we lost some weight, you might feel a bit better. Is that not an appropriate assumption to make? And there's the problem with weight neutrality. Not everything is neutral. Everything is relative, mate. And if you're relatively the size of a fucking house, maybe your joint pains have got something to do with that. But let's take a listen to Tova in the flesh and see what she has to say.
There's swinging tunes, some adult beverages, and good convo. And then it comes time to cut the cake, and someone decides to ruin everything.
Oh, what are they gonna do?
Oh my God, that slice is huge. That slice is bigger than Beyonce's paycheck. Can you cut me half of that?
A cake-related fat-phobic incident, or CRFI, is that moment when it's time to eat delicious cake and it's interrupted by a moralizing impulse.
Yeah, but cake is a sometimes food. Now, I know that obviously if you're weight neutral, sometimes foods aren't a thing, but it doesn't mean that they aren't. But maybe, I guess, because you're a weight neutral type of person, that sometimes foods aren't a reality for you. But here's the problem with things not being a reality for you and that being your truth. You're wrong. You're incorrect. It's a reality. Sometimes foods should be consumed sometimes, not all the times. Put the fucking cake down.
Inevitably, there's always someone at the party who has to declare publicly that their slice is too large.
This is the person that's been appointed by the government of San Francisco. This is where tax dollars are going.
And that the person who's cutting the cake, almost invariably a woman, must do some disproportionate amount.
Okay. Sorry, ladies. Didn't know it was that tough cutting cakes. Fucking go and get a job then, you lazy bitch.
In order to accommodate their need to feel superior. Let's take a look.
Can you do a little bit?
Just like, shut the fuck
scrape
up.
all the frosting off and cut it in half and give me 2 forks because I'm sharing. Small, like a little bit more, like tiny, no, like less than what you're
all these people sound painful and are painful, and I think will be painful for the rest of their lives. But if you do ask for some scrape the frosting off, yeah, sure, that's a painful fucking thing to say. But if you ask for a small slice, is there anything wrong with that? What if you don't want a big slice? I feel a bit sick sometimes when I have a big slice of cake. What about me? Okay, we've seen enough. She cries about cake and she's upset because women have to cut the cake, and then if you ask for a little bit less cake than someone provided for you, it's internalized sexism and internalized fat phobia, and you got a job with the government employed by the people, and this is one of the things that is wrong with America. There's a lot of things in this video that is wrong with America. America is healing, but there are still problems with America, and it is all to do with the people. The reason I've made this video is this, okay? There are so many things that are great about America. I love the patriotism. I love the country. It's fantastic. But some of the people that live in your country are fully fucking...
Are you working at McDonald's by chance? Because I'm craving a snack wrap, and I know you've got one down there.
Ew. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, America, you needed Trump. You needed Trump. Because this is what's going on in your country, and you needed Trump, all right? You might be upset that he grabbed someone by the pussy even though she allowed him to. You might be upset that he's got orange hair. You might be upset that he may have a fake tan, but good God, he is healing your country, all right? Even if you don't want to make America great again, just get America away from whatever the fuck this is. Ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East, me dick stinks. My audiobook is out right now. You can get it on my website, and I'm also on tour. Go and get some tickets. See you soon. Tout au revoir. Bye-bye.